Ladies and gents, we are back. We got the refines here for the March update, so let's go ahead and take a look and see what's up. So we've got Elimine coming in first, Saint Elimine. Alright, so foe can't counterattack, Dazzling Staff basically. At start of turn, grants defense and res up 6 and bonus doubler to unit and allies in 2 spaces for 1 turn. Significantly better as a buffer now. Also, at the start of turn, inflicts attack and res -7 and false start on the foes in cardinal direction with res less than units res through the next actions. If false start is inflicted at the same time that start of turn effects trigger for the opponent, effects other than healing, damage, or divine vein will trigger simultaneously. I don't think they buffed that. I think that's... Huh. Did they buff that, or did they not buff that? Huh. Does this work? I don't remember what the text was for false start prior to this. Also, if unit is in 3 spaces of an ally, grants all stats of 5 to unit, neutralize effects that guarantee foes follow-up attacks and events that prevent units follow-up attacks, and deals damage equal to 20% of units res during combat. That's very adorable. Giving her bonus damage based on res to her damage dealt. Yeah, look at that. 48 attack. I don't know if 20% bonus damage based on res is going to save her DPS, but okay. Also, she's got Canto 1, and then if the foe initiates combat or the foe's HP is over 75% at the start of combat, grants a bonus to units, all stats equal to the number of allies, within 3 spaces of unit times 2 plus 5 with a max of 11. Neutralize penalties on unit and grant special cooldown charge +1 to unit per attack during combat. Wow, they did not really do what she needed to do here. They tried to turn her into a makeshift offensive unit for God knows what. That's not what we needed her to do, man. We needed her to be more... either go all in on the false start or give her even more support potential. All she really gained here is bonus doubler. Yeah, oof. That's kind of an RIP. But I think false start did get buffed a little. I don't remember. Hold on, let me see if I can pull this up. Wait, because this is going to bother me for the rest of the video. Hold on, let me see. I'm going to pull up Elimine's old text, and we'll see if they actually ended up buffing false start here. Let's see. Okay, so I went ahead and pulled up the wiki here, and where is false start? Okay, so... on foes in cardinal directions, a unit with res less than units res. If false start is inflicted at the same time that start of turn effects trigger for the opponent, effects other than healing, damage, or divine vein will trigger simultaneously. And then the false start status description says, through the next action, target cannot activate. Skill effects that trigger at the start of turn. Yeah, start of turn effects that cause units to transform or refresh availability of dual skills and harmonic skills will still trigger. This effect is neutralized at the start of turn by skills like even or odd recovery. Effects that would have triggered at the start of turn like healing and damage will then trigger. It seems to be the exact same wording. I don't think they buffed or did anything to false start. It seems to be the exact same, and now she just does attack and res -7 as well. So congratulations, Elimine. You've gained offensive potential, which is not going anywhere for you. All right, that's an RIP. Okay, Sara. Hopefully Sara will be a better staff type. So calculates damage from staff like other weapons. That's not the best. We would prefer her to have Dazzling Staff, obviously, because all of the like sway skills and all those new skills for staff types all come with Wrathful Staff built in. At start of turn, if unit is in 3 spaces of an ally, grants attack and speed up 6, and Hexblade to unit and allies in 3 spaces of unit for 1 turn, and neutralize any penalty effects on unit and allies in 3 spaces of unit. Also, if unit is in 3 spaces of an ally, grants all stats of 5 to unit, deals damage equal to 15% of foe's attack, excluding on AoEs, and then if Wrathful Staff effect is neutralized, damage from staff is calculated after combat damage is added, and grant special cooldown charge +1 to unit per attack during combat. Okay, so she's giving more support, it seems like. Also, for allies in 3 rows or 3 columns centered on unit, grants attack and speed up 5 during their combat. And also, if allies' speed is better than foe's speed, then basically they get no follow-up. All right, pretty wide radius there. 3 rows and 3 columns for support, which is good. All right, then also for allies in 3 rows or 3 columns centered on unit, recovers 7 HP after combat. And at the start of combat, if unit's HP is over 25%, grants all stats of 5 to unit, neutralize foes' bonuses, and neutralize effects that guarantee foes' follow-up attacks and effects that prevent units' follow-up attacks during combat, and recover 7 HP after combat. Ugh. Again, not really what we're looking for here. Now, what made her good back in the day was that she could just, like, penalty cleanse an ally. Let's see here. At the start of turn, if units in 3 spaces of an ally, grants attack and speed up 6, Hexblade, and to unit and allies in 3 spaces for 1 turn, and neutralize any penalty effects on unit and allies in 3 spaces. Now, back in the day, she could only do it for 1 ally, I believe. Now she's just penalty cleansing for all allies in 3 spaces, which, if I'm not mistaken, that should work in the same way as King Freyr. I think. Hold on. Dude, we have the wiki pulled up already. We might as well go ahead and grab Freyr. Let's see here. So where does he nullify penalties? Is it on his weapon? No, it's on his C skill. Okay, the start of player phase or enemy phase. If unit is in 2 spaces of an ally, neutralize any penalty that takes effect on unit and allies in 2 spaces of unit at this time. Alright, it doesn't say at this time. At the start of turn, I guess that's at the start. Whose turn is that? At the start of her turn? Sara's turn? If unit is in 3 spaces of an ally, grants attack speed of 6 and Hexblade to unit and allies in 3 spaces for 1 turn. And neutralize penalty effects on unit and allies in 3 spaces of unit. Yeah, unfortunately, I think this is at the start of Sara's turn. It's not going to be at the start of the enemy turn like King Freyr. So, unfortunate. I mean, this would have been the winning refine of the batch if she ended up just being King Freyr, because she's already giving more support. She's giving 3 column and 3 row support. She's giving the heal, and then her penalty cleansing would have been in 3 spaces, whereas King Freyr can only do it in 2 spaces. So she actually would have been better than him had it been able to do it at the start of the enemy turn. I'm not sure, though. Maybe it does. Hold on. We'll have to play test her a little bit and see, but I'm pretty sure it's at the start of her turn, not the enemy turn. Okay, so we have Ninja Levitain up next. Inflicts speed -5 and grants attack, defense, and res up 5. Unit attacks twice, even on the enemy phase. Grants attack up X to unit. Inflicts attack -X on the foe, and unit makes a guaranteed follow-up attack during combat. X is the highest total bonuses among unit and allies in 3 spaces. Okay, also we've got Kanto 2. At the start of turn, if unit is in 2 spaces of an ally, grants attack and speed up 6, or rather, attack and defense up 6. Neutralize foes' bonuses during combat, and null panic to unit and allies in 2 spaces for 1 turn. Also, if unit is in 3 spaces of an ally, grants attack up 6 to unit, inflicts attack -6 on the foe, and reduces percentage of foe's non-special DR by half during combat, and recovers 7 HP. Yeah, not really all that great. They added a lot of DPS to her. Like, she's getting attack up 6 there. She's getting highest total bonuses among unit and allies to... was as bonus attack to her, basically. And then she's doing a lot of attack drops on the enemy as well. So... they already took what she was doing before and just accentuated it, pretty much. As to whether or not she's going to be meta, probably not. But she's certainly a lot better than she was. Okay, we've got Ingrid up next. Base Ingrid from pre-time skip. So, -1 special trigger. HP up 3. If unit initiates combat or is in 2 spaces of an ally, grants attack and speed up 6 to unit and deals damage equal to 20% of unit speed. And also when special triggers, deals an additional damage equal to 20% of unit speed. Okay. If unit speed is better than the foe's speed -7 during combat, then foe can't counterattack. So she keeps her fire sweep there. Alright, now she has Canto 2. Inflicts speed and defense -5 on foes in 3 rows or 3 columns. Neutralize those foes' bonuses to speed and defense. And those foes suffer guaranteed follow-ups. Okay, so basically they just gave her a built-in crux, pretty much. Okay, also, at the start of combat, if unit's HP is over 25%, grants attack and speed up 6 to unit. Neutralize effects that inflict guard on unit, and grants special cooldown count -1 to unit before unit's first attack. Okay, they basically made her more of a DPS unit, and then they also gave her a nice little debuff there. So, overall, a decent unit, but again, like we said with Levitain, is she going to be meta? Probably not. Alright, we've got Orson up next. Orson, of course, is our Grand Hero Battle Refine here. Hopefully he gets something good. Okay, defense up 3. Grants all stats up X to unit. Calculates X based on the number of allies adjacent to unit. If no allies, then gets +10. If there's 1 ally, gets +8. 2 allies gets +6, and then 3 or more allies is +4. So bare minimum, he's getting +4, but more likely than not, he's going to be getting +10. Neutralize foes' bonuses and reduce damage from foes' attacks by 20% of defense during combat. Okay. Alright, now we're talking. For a GHB, we are talking. Also, at the start of turn, if unit's HP is over 25%, inflicts attack and defense -7. And exposure on the closest foes and any foes in 2 spaces of those foes through the next actions. Wow. Omni debuffing with exposure, which is one of the better debuff effects. Also, at the start of combat, if unit's HP is over 25%, grants all stats of 5 to unit. And unit makes a guaranteed follow-up attack during combat. And recovers 7 HP after combat. Wow. Unironically, he's the best one we've looked at so far, I want to say. Like, is he better as a unit than Ingrid? Probably. Actually, is he better than Ingrid? I don't know about that, but he's doing exactly what he needs to be doing as a GHB to be good. He's got a debuff there. He's getting a lot of stats. He's getting true DR based on defense. His defense is pretty fat. So, it checks all the boxes to me. Looks like a pretty good GHB refine. Okay, then we have Legendary Caeda. So, the final remix here enables Canto 2. Effective against armor and cavalry, grants attack of 3. If unit initiates combat or is in 2 spaces of an ally, grants all stats of 5 to unit. Grants all stats of X to unit and inflicts all stats -X on the foe. X's current bonus on each of foe's stats. Calculates each stat bonus independently, and then unit deals +Y damage during combat, where Y is the number of bonus effects active on unit and foe, excluding stat bonuses ×5 with a max of 25. Wow. Okay, then we have... Oh, they gave her -1 special trigger, which is good. I don't think she had that before, so... that should be good. And then... at start of player phase or enemy phase, if unit is in 2 spaces of an ally, grants attack and speed of 6. And the following statuses to unit and allies in 2 spaces of unit for 1 turn. Neutralize unit's penalties during combat. And grants special cooldown charge +1 per attack during combat. Also, if unit initiates or is within 2 spaces of an ally, grants a bonus to attack, speed, defense, and res during combat equal to the number of allies in 3 spaces of unit ×2 + 5, with a max of 11, and reduce the percentage of foes' non-special DR by half. Okay. A lot better than Elimine. I'll give her that much. They took a lot of stuff that the Attuned Caeda was doing and kind of reimagined it for this Legendary Caeda. So we're getting bonus damage based on... This is the Ninja Lucina effect, I believe. Instead of active bonuses... Well, yeah, it is using active bonuses. I was going to say it's using bonus stats like the Attuned Caeda, but no. We are once again using active bonus effects, which... this is the Ninja Lucina way of getting bonus damage. She's already got dual type advantage, too. She's effective against armor and cavalry, which piling on a lot of true damage is going to be scaling pretty high when she's doing effective damage there. And then she's also got the damage reduction. Her B skill was really good too, right? So she'd have probably won this bash. So far, she seems like she's going to be the best unit out of what we looked at here. Okay, and then Azelle. Okay, so place your bets now. Is Azelle going to get the Azelle treatment, or is he going to get the Ronin treatment? Let's see. So, Sparking Tome grants speed up 3. If unit initiates combat or the foe's HP is equal to or over 50% at the start of combat, inflicts attack -5 and speed and res -6 on the foe. Inflicts a penalty on the foe's attack, speed, and res equal to the current bonus on each of foe's stats ×2. And neutralize effects that inflict guard and special cooldown charge +1. Basically, tempo, pretty much. And then also, if decreasing the speed difference necessary to make a follow-up attack by 25 would allow a unit to trigger a follow-up attack, then he gets potent. Huh. I mean, this would have been a little bit better if it hadn't been for Legendary Ira just giving potent. Alright, what else does he do? At the start of turn, if unit is in 2 spaces of an ally, grants attack and speed up 6, and damage reduction cut by 50% to unit and allies in 2 spaces for 1 turn. And then also, if unit initiates combat or is in 2 spaces of an ally, inflicts attack, speed, and res -5 on the foe, deals damage equal to 20% of unit's speed, and reduce damage from foe's first attack by 7 during combat. On their first attack and brave attack, yeah. R.I.P., man. This is like the Azelle level refine. He does get potent, which is cool, but Ronin gets what, like 160% bonus damage based on res or some nonsense like that? Like, Ronin is not playing around with the amount of bonus damage that he gets. Gonna do way more damage than potent will, giving you that extra attack. Especially when he doesn't get the full potency of potent. He's only gonna get like 40% most likely. So, yeah, I don't know, man. This guy, he got the Azelle treatment, unfortunately. So, yeah, I think Legendary Sheeta won, and I would say Orson's definitely in second place. This is a very solid refine here for a GHB, which is cool, because I think a lot of people actually do like Orson. He's one of the more interesting villains from Sacred Stones. So, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. This is your boy Tasho signing out, and I will catch y'all again on the flip side.